this is our. Let me preface this with this is our first attempt at uh, a live Zoom feed through the platform and with our filmmakers. So it's a first all around. A reminder that these will be stored throughout the weekend. So it's live now. We hope to see some people. It seems like you're jumping on, and that's great. But they'll be stored afterwards so we can revisit the conversations. Um, First of all, I want to say thank you for sharing your film, for letting us show the film as part of our program, and we're excited to have people interact with it all weekend long. So thank you.
Thank you so much
Yeah,
for
thank
having
you.
us. Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
it's
really honored to
yeah,
have our
big honor
film.
to get to
Mm,
share it on Eastern Oregon
mm,
Film Festival. It's we're so happy when we saw that it
mm.
was selected.
Well, it like I was saying earlier, it was a real pleasure to not only this is we work with international films a little in our program, and to be able to not only program the film but really reach out to you literally across
Yes.
the globe
Mm,
in real time, to bring you to the table, I think is it's a milestone for us, and we're
mm,
excited about
mm,
that. So thank you. um, well, how I want this to kind of just move is I really want to give you an opportunity to share a little bit about who you are, what
mm,
makes up you as an artist, and the story behind the film a little bit. And then as we keep an eye on the feed, if there's questions that come up, then in a little bit we'll lean to those and maybe field some questions. But we're looking about just 15 minutes of chat time, and want to hear your stories. So, tell us about yourselves.
mm. So we are filmmakers and we're also musicians, and
In
we're based in
Singapore.
Singapore. Yeah. So we've been making some experimental feature films. Revolution Launderette is actually our second feature,
Mm,
as well as other short films.
mm.
Mm.
And really, I think we kind of met each other through music as well. So we
Mm.
did some shows in a bunch of places, and Japan was a place where we had gone to play some shows quite often,
Yeah.
and also
Mm.
collaborated with the artists there with filming the performances, collaborating on kind of film music
Mm,
projects.
mm,
So I think that's also how this film came about.
mm,
It's just how we knew the artists there,
mm,
and we just always hung out. So we said, let's try to make a film together. It's
yeah.
something that we all love between all of us, and um, yeah, I think
Mm,
also while we were there and kind of traveling back and forth, we also kind of felt that there was something between all of us that was kind of a commonality, kind
mm,
of the difficulty to pursue, well, the difficulties in pursuing the craft and kind of putting work out, and
mm,
how we would have to find pockets and spaces where we could create and have some, I don't know, space for some kind of freedom.
yeah, yeah. I mean, especially within certain kinds of
Mm,
environments, I think.
Sure.
I think this was something that we and the a lot of the artists that we met really felt. I think
mm.
as we were, all each trying to pursue um
Yeah,
kind
and
of
right, and
yeah.
also I guess that's why we really
Mm,
wanted to make this film where it would be some sort of a reflection on the convictions
mm.
in our life in the times that we live in, but also that merry-go-round of their change and effect on each other.
Yeah, and how that plays out in a kind of human
Right, just
experience, I
diving
think.
into
Right.
it, and nightmares, dreams, fantasies.
Yeah, yeah. And so it was really fun getting to kind of approach our artist friends and collaborators with this idea. And um I think it was a really enjoyable process where we all kind of got to sit down together and let these ideas brew together,
Mm,
and also yeah,
mm.
and think about these ideas together in the form of a film. I think that was really exciting.
Awesome. You spoke a little bit about how you met through music.
Mm,
Um, I was digging around a little at some of the other film work and you know uh, uh, kind of I'm stuck with the word, but just previous projects that involved a lot of music and a lot of imagery, and it seems like this really was a chance to kind of explore that in a fuller form, like give it the room you wanted to give it initially, to really breathe and come out. So um, yeah, I was very interested in the music side a little bit because it
Mm.
seemed that was very strong and established, and then maybe the film part was still a little more exploratory, and you're
Right.
learning that, building on that medium with the foundation of music. So I appreciated that a great deal. um, I'm gonna take a peek here real quick. I gotta see if the chat, there we go, mine was stuck for a second there, and see if we have any. um, so if anyone has any questions that are on the live chat now, and heck, if you're not on the live chat and you might have a question, I don't know, maybe it'll stay in the feed and we can kind of circle back on
Mm.
some of them. But if you have a question now and you're watching live, go ahead and throw that in the chat window, and we'll pass those along. Um, I think one, I just want to say thank you for being the first Q&A. We took the most challenging one, the furthest distance from, and and
Yes.
and worked to overcome the challenges. So
Mm.
thank
Thanks.
you. Okay, great. Well, we have an audience question. I don't know if you can see it too, Mark and Lee, but okay. Well, I'm
Mm.
gonna read it straight up. This is from a wonderful local folk. What did you learn in making your first experimental feature that you used in this film? So, what did you
Mm.
initially, what did you carry into this from the learning?
I think with the first film, it was we were kind of on a music tour as well, and then we tried to imagine that we could kind of tap into the energies of something that we personally love,
Mm.
the D.A. Pennebaker documentaries,
Mm.
and but it was also kind of super hectic
Yeah,
and
it's really crazy.
yeah, trying to kind of sling both your music gear and your filming gear along.
Mm.
Yeah, so with this film, I think
Mm.
definitely we felt that we could kind of just work with our musician friends and artist friends and
Mm.
kind of see how we could involve more of that docu-fiction
Mm.
aspect, right? Kind of giving it more space to brew and
Yeah. I think for our first feature film, Cannonball, a lot of it because of the conditions that we're making under, which was while we were touring, so it was very much on the fly, and that put in place.
gave it a certain
Yeah, I gave it a
feel
certain
as
kind
well.
of energy as well. So for Revolution Launderette, I think we had a chance to step back a little bit more. But I think also having made that first feature, we kind of had a better grasp on
The
the
entire process
yeah,
of
like both
putting out a film.
the on the flyness, the spontaneity, and also the stepping back, kind of um planning out things,
Right,
kind
and
of
kind of seeing how building forward with future films, we wanted to kind of have kind of a step-by-step process where with this
mm,
film we felt there's more
Yeah,
uh yeah. Mm.
mm.
nice. Well, thank you. We have another one pop in here. Let's see. Um, all right, this is from Brian Wallace. Uh, the scene with the statues was incredible. Where
Nice.
where did the inspiration to do a scene involving two statues come from? Great film, even if it will now approach what? Okay, let's get back to the meat of the question here. What what was the inspiration behind the two statues?
um I think I think we really dig the stuff from Monty Python as well. Just having a little bit of fun in there.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
on the other hand, too, like it's really I don't know, liberating to just kind of have camera will travel and
Mm,
just
mm,
kind of
mm.
create on the fly, but then see where those possibilities for
Mm,
kind of attitudes and stuff they really dig.
mm,
Could those possibilities exist right there, live
mm.
Sure.
in the streets.
Yeah, yeah, and I guess it really fit where we wanted this film, what we wanted this film to be as well.
Hmm.
Kind of in that a bit more having a bit of the
Yeah,
spontaneity,
like we always akin it to like a merry-go-round where you sit where you sit, and then every pass that you make and you come back around, the scene just
Mm.
changes outside of that
Right.
merry-go.
Mm.
Nice.
Mm.
Okay. Well, thank you. Uh, well, I see anything else on here. Um, just to clarify for me from a tech standpoint, Mark, can you guys see do you see the chat window too? Are you able to see the chat questions?
I
Not
think
Okay.
not
yet.
from the
That's
Yeah.
okay.
Zoom.
That's okay. We
Right.
we figure that. So, when we do more Q and A's throughout the weekend, Mark Lee, I hope you get a chance to tune in to a film,
Mm-mm, yeah,
Definitely.
definitely.
talk to another filmmaker. We have some opportunities for filmmakers to get together and network.
Nice.
So I hope you can join us for that. Um,
Mm,
well, I think what we'll do is last call for any live questions.
mm,
Otherwise, throw things in there. We can check back on the stream throughout the
Mm.
weekend and see if we can connect up with that. So, um, Mark and Lee, thank you so much
mm.
for being with us, away from us, but with us, and here and there together. So. Um, have a good weekend. Thanks for being an official UFF artist, and we're super grateful to have you. Camera, your eyes, my eyes. Um, have a great day, and we'll have a good night here. So
Yeah.
Mm. Thank you
we'll
so
talk.
much.
Thank you.
Yeah, take care. Bye bye.
Take care.
Bye bye.
Yep.
Bye.